Who's looking at me?
That would save it to your computer.
Ooh.
Bleh.
Okay, looks like... That's really nice that has the chat here. I would love... Oh, okay, I can do it from here. Sick. Alright, does it look like a... You wanna check the audio?
I can hear Bree.
Oh, you
I
can?
heard her cough.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You can hear me call. It's a wild thing to hear on stream.
How's it sound?
I'm trying to...
Sorry, my headphones are really bad. You might have to turn the volume all the way up.
La la la, I'm singing up song.
It's good?
It's really clear, yeah.
Oh, wow, great.
I see your thumbnail, Kiana. Da-da-da-da-da.
Let me...
You're looking sus at the algorithm.
Oh, Kiana, you need to replace these headphones. These are useless.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat right now. I'm putting out this link so that people know I'm streaming. Just to talk about the algo.
Hello, everybody. Like and subscribe and donate a bajillion buckaroos. And I don't know what else. What else do YouTubers say? I don't know.
Thanks for the bits. Thanks for the bits.
Thanks for the bits. Thanks for the subscribe train.
Yeah, the hype train. Is that what it's called?
Thanks for the hype train.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Millie here, and also Bree, creator of the 3 tomes.
Yeah, I made the 3 tomes, guys. Sorry, I sound like a frog. I kind of lost my voice a week ago, and it's slowly coming back. I don't normally sound like this.
Oh, is it the after effects of Lightbox?
Yeah, I was talking too damn much, being like, do you like black magical girls? Well, what if they had witch powers and there were vampires? You should watch my pilot. Like, you look like a black nerd who likes anime stuff.
Exactly. Alright. Why is it under game? Okay, whatever. Did that work though?
And it was also just a plethora of like, wow, I haven't seen you in forever.
Right.
Talking for like 20 minutes. And then, wow, I haven't seen you in forever every like five minutes. Crazy.
Alright, cool. I think we're all set. Yeah? You're just gonna hang out off camera like that?
Me? Yeah, I don't have makeup on.
No, you're beautiful. Stop. Why are you fighting? Why are you tripping? You beautiful. What's going on here?
Yeah, you look great.
Okay, I'll take a peek every so often.
Just see your shoulder.
Yeah. Is that okay? Fine. I'll be in frame.
Cool. Hello, everybody in chat. Hello. Lightbox exhaustion hit extra hard this year, I think. Yeah. No, I'm also tired.
Yeah. Sleepy hours.
Sleepy hours. All right. Yeah, decent amount of people in here. We can go ahead and just newbie Saurus says kicks open the door, not the algorithm. Yeah, we're talking about the algorithm.
Algorithm be a little stinky sometimes.
Yeah. No, I figured, yeah, this will just be like a very chill stream. Just because, like, Bree had made a tweet the other night, just being like, yeah, algorithm sucks. And I was like, yeah, it does, but I have tips. And it's like a frequent question I get asked. Like, how do you get a following? How do you, like, maintain a following? How do you keep your work consistently, like, seen? And it is like a lot of just understanding the algorithm. And yeah, I made that tweet, and then a lot of people replied and were curious. And like I said, generally a question that I get asked a lot. So I figured that just doing a stream and then having like a VOD for people to kind of come to was a good idea. Um, but yeah, I figured like Bree, if you like had specific questions, you could chime in with that. Otherwise, I could
Yeah,
just kind of go. But yeah, is there anything specifically that you wanted
I
to?
guess. I guess like the main thing that I was just wondering, because like I think you and I talked about it. My throat. I think you and I talked about it like a while ago, but my brain and I've had a lot going on.
Mhm.
Like posting hours and like dealing with hashtags.
Yeah.
It just kind of seems like Twitter in particular, because like I don't know, it changes so much how it deals with stuff, and just I don't know, like posting time just seems to be very like particular on Twitter and TikTok too. I noticed. Um,
Yeah. I'm
like
not as
like
familiar
I
with
posted
TikTok.
a I posted a trailer for the three tomes at like 5 a.m. because I was awake, because my daughter wakes up at like 6, so I was just up.
Yeah.
And then and I was like, oh, it's 5 a.m. here in LA,
Uh-huh.
but it's like 7 or 8 o'clock somewhere else. This would
Right.
be fine.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then
yeah.
but then that video did doo doo, and I'm like, wait, what?
Right. It's like I think that's like one of the things though is like you can't treat each like platform the same. That's something like I see a lot even like with just like copying and pasting like descriptions and stuff. You really have to cater to like specifically to each platform, I feel like. And then yeah, also knowing like the audience, like what time everybody's on, because like your audience on TikTok is gonna like there's gonna be overlap obviously, but a lot of it is different than like my TikTok audience is definitely very different than like my Tumblr audience, and my Tumblr audience is very different from my Twitter audience. And everybody's kind of like on at different times, but like generally I feel like if you can catch everybody either as they're like waking up, like if you think about it, like it's good to think about like your own like going on your phone habits, like when do you check Twitter most. And like for me that's like, oh, right when I wake up, like I just kind of open it real quick, look, and then go about my day. And then the other time is either like on a lunch break or like right before I go to bed. So that's like my Twitter habits. And then like for TikTok, it's usually exclusively like right before I go to bed. um,
I see.
so
Okay.
just kind of like with TikTok, I found like posting closer to nighttime has worked better for me generally.
Mm,
Because that's
mm.
when like peak TikTok scrolling like until 3 a.m. hours are. But then for Twitter, it is just kind of like, yeah, trying to catch people as early as possible, I think. And like really kind of like taking into account like what coast you're on or like which country you're on or like which country you're in. Um, and like where your audience is. Like for me, like my following is mostly in the States, the US, so I try to cater that to like when I post between like, oh, like from California time to like, yeah, like New York time, and like catching people as they're like waking up usually.
Mhm.
For me, I found like the like most days like now, like I tend to just post whenever, and like usually like 10:30 or like 11 has worked well for me. Um
PM or
AM.
oh AM? Okay, like right before lunch.
Yeah. That's what I found
Mm,
personally, but like my audience might be different from yours. Like I'm sure we have
yeah.
like a ton of overlap, but like that's kind of where I've found the most success, I would say. Like also on Instagram as well. Um, but yeah, that's like for posting time. But I would definitely look into like Twitter doesn't have analytics anymore, but I'm pretty sure Instagram does, and like that'll probably give you like a good like indicator of like where people are
Mm,
located and like what time zones they're in. Um, so highly recommend looking into that. Like analytics are genuinely like so helpful for this kind of stuff. and like most people don't know that it's a feature that exists, but I used to like be on that all the time, and I was on it for Twitter all the time as well. But yeah, it's just like finding those hours. Like a lot of the time, it is trial and error, but usually if you can get like an idea of where your audience is, that'll be really helpful. But beyond posting time, I feel like posting time is maybe one of the least important things. It really is just kind of understanding the features that every platform offers and being aware when they roll out new features, because usually when they're rolling out new features, they want people to use it really bad, so they'll reward people for using it. You know what I mean? Like on Instagram for a little while, like when they added like new filters, like if you used like filters on like your artwork, and like they would push you to the top, but then like obviously like as artists we don't want to like fuck up our colors or anything, so people would put it on and then slide it all the way to like 1%, so like it didn't really do anything.
That's
but you're
so
still,
crazy.
yeah, but you're still using the feature, so it would like push you like to the top of like feeds and things like that. And like now with like, I don't use it because I personally find it kind of annoying, but like using their music feature they really like. So when people have music attached to their post, that usually bumps it up as well.
Okay, I've been doing that a little bit.
Okay, that's good. Yeah,
I don't do it all the time, but
yeah,
I've kind of noticed that too. That I'm like, oh, if it has music on it, I see.
Yeah, no, it usually helps. But like I just don't do it because I don't really like to, or don't care to like find us. I'm like, oh, what do you mean an extra step? And I just post. But it does. I do think it helps. Trying to think what else. The biggest one that I found. I can't really screen share on here. It's fine. I don't want to figure it out. It's not that important. But the biggest thing on Twitter that I found is like I abuse the fuck out of the pin tweet feature. Because like I don't know if you noticed, but I rotate out pin tweets like almost every other day. And that's because it acts as like a boost. Like whenever you're scrolling on your feed now, like they have that little section that says, "Oh, new pinned tweets from people you follow."
Oh, and you know what? I had noticed that a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it would give me some stuff that you pin, and I'm like, wait, isn't that like old? But I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, it really bumps it up. Like I notice like every time like I have a large sample size, granted, but like I do get at least like 1,000 new likes on a post whenever I repin it. So I use that very frequently. It works better than retweeting. It works better than like quoting your own posts. It's like as soon as you pin it, like I immediately get like so much more engagement. So like I try not to keep the same pin tweet for too long. Like I'll just either post like a old comic that I did, or I'll put like the bios up, or like I'll repost the my magical girl announcement tweet that has the like YouTube link in the description, or not the description, in like the replies. And I usually see a boost from that. So that's Twitter's latest thing, or it's been like that for maybe like the past like year, I think. Maybe less than a year, but like I have been like, wow, it like genuinely works so well. So yeah,
I try that out then.
Yeah, no, it's super helpful. So I frequently am like cycling out new pin posts, because like even like on like I tested it out because I was like, there's no way this is actually helping, but like there was like a week where I wasn't posting at all, and then I like switched out my pin tweet, so like I wasn't getting like a lot of notifications, so I could very clearly see when I was getting a ton, and I got like so many more as soon as I pinned it. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. And like Millie noticed it too the other day. Yeah. You're like, you posted this forever ago, why is it like, because she was watching, like I just had my notifications open and it she kept seeing notifications coming in. And she's like, did you post something? I was like, no.
The likes were coming in every second. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
So, like,
Oh,
pinned
okay.
tweet is definitely, I think, the most helpful feature on Twitter right now. And then, generally for Twitter, I would say, like, do not, like, any bot behavior, which unfortunately is, like, anything with blue text, like, I would just straight up avoid. So that's, like, linking stuff, hashtags, or, like, adding people, which is unfortunate because it is, like, oh, I want to be able to link to the thing that I'm, like, talking about, or I want to, like, credit, like, the artist I'm talking about, or I want to use a hashtag so it's easy to find. But, like, Twitter's tagging system sucks anyway, and it's usually only used by bots. The only time I use hashtags is if it's an already trending tag, so, like, or if it's, like, very specifically for something, like, for, like, indie animation day, or for like, what else is there, like, portfolio day, or something, like, people are specifically gonna look up. Because, like, for me personally, like, at least I'm never using tags to search stuff. Like, I just search the thing, like, I don't use the actual tag, you know.
Yeah.
So as long as you, like, if you want people to see Three Tomes stuff, like, you also have the benefit of, like, having an account specifically for your Three Tomes stuff. So, like, adding, like, the Three Tomes hashtag doesn't necessarily do anything. It's you can, like, asking people to tag stuff so you can see it is usually what's effective, which is why I tell people, like, oh, use the long acronym for my show so then I can find stuff. But, like, I personally don't do it myself because it usually will suppress it.
I see.
Like,
Okay.
hashtags
Yeah.
get suppressed, and, like, links absolutely get suppressed because
Now
like, the
that I
goal
know
of
about the
social.
links.
Oh, what was
That's why,
that?
like, whenever I know about the links, because that's why,
Yeah.
like, whenever I post something, I always, like, post, like, I do, like, one post, and then I'll be, like, link below. And I
Yeah,
try to.
even that I wouldn't recommend. Like, I also do it.
Really? Okay.
Like, I mean, I did it literally for the stream, but, like, it like knows it will suppress anything that has, like, a link at all around it, because, like, every social media's goal is, like, to keep you, like, and keep people on their own social media. So anything that's outgoing, like, they're not gonna love that. So I've found that making one link post and quoting it every time instead. So, like, if you have, like, a singular, like, oh, this is the Three Tomes YouTube link, quoting it instead in the replies is definitely better. You know what I mean? So just, like, having that one go-to rather than, like, actually linking it every time. I think that's pretty helpful, because then it's, like, Twitter being like, oh, it's just another tweet, so we can, like, it's not that bad. Like, it's not taking them away from the site, but little do they know. There's a little secret inside that quote teat.
Okay.
So I would recommend doing that. And then, what's the other thing? Adding people. That is also, like, unfortunately, like, I don't know why, which is crazy, because, like, it feels like it's a good thing, and, like, that it would keep people on the platform. But, like, for every time I've, like, at somebody, like, it never actually works. Like, and, like, it still does the thing where, like, if you at somebody, like, at the beginning of your tweet, like, it won't show it at all unless, like, it's people, how do I explain this? Nobody will see it unless they follow both of you. Do you know what I mean?
You mean, like if I do a collab post, they're
Or
not
not a
gonna see it.
collab post, but, like, if I were to go, like, on Twitter right now and then go and, like, at Millie, like,
Yeah.
at Millie, hey, how are you doing? Or, like, oh, like, at Millie did this today, and, like, put her at first, it makes it so that only people who follow both of us can see it.
Is it still, it still does that?
I think it still does
Yeah.
that.
So
Yeah.
it's not like a public tweet, like it wouldn't show up on a news feed.
It treats it like a reply.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
This shit is complicated. Sorry, can I cuss? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're good. I cuss on my streams all the time.
Holy
Oh.
fuck.
Sorry, this shit is stressful.
No,
I'm
it
just trying to make
sucks. It super
God.
sucks. But like, yeah, that's a good way to put it. It treats it as a reply, and usually replies don't pop up unless it's like from 2 accounts that you do follow. So like to get around like the crediting thing, like what I do, like just to consistently bump stuff up also is like I'll make the tweet first, and like to make sure like people are getting proper credit, and then also like as many people are seeing it as possible. I usually spread out when I reply to myself, or like make that second tweet, just so like one, I'm getting like the bump from replying to myself, and then also it makes it so my tweet doesn't have like an @ attached to it, like right off the bat, and then it gets suppressed. Like same thing with links too. Like I usually link like hours later, like if I do want to share a link. Like I was doing that with my makeshift posts whenever I wanted to like link like, oh, here, get this Zero plush, get the Ica plush. Like I would be like, hey, like on makeshift plushies, and like with the drawing, but then I wouldn't actually link it until like a few hours later, because then it's like, oh, there's no link attached to it, there's no reason to suppress the tweet, fine, it's get it out there. And then like afterwards, then when I reply, it bumps my tweet again to like the top of like the like somebody's feed with a reply, so then it comes out as like a joint tweet, so I'm getting like, oh, like a double post, it feels like. So it's like coming up twice basically for people. So that's how I handle that usually. But I have found that to be helpful, because like literally as soon as you like attach a link to anything, it's just like over. It sucks. And yeah, I found that to be helpful. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
I think lately, it seems like lately Twitter is also boosting tweets that have a lot of blue checks in the replies.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too. I mean,
Gross.
that's just like a symptom of being on Twitter. So if you have blue check friends,
Get the blue check friends to
Like, please
start
comment.
engaging.
Which I don't, unfortunately.
I don't mean
know
either.
anybody-
That's the
I
thing
don't know
with,
anybody
like,
that sold their soul.
yeah, that's the thing with artists. It's like none of us, like not a lot of us at least, have blue checks. So we can't help each other out in that way. Another thing I feel like people don't know is that quote retweets don't actually work that well.
Really?
No, I think that it's like a common misconception that like, oh, quote tweets like get more engagement than like just retweeting. That's not true. Unless it's like bait, like rage bait, it usually won't. Like, I don't know what it is, but like again, I don't really know why. Disclaimer, a lot of this is very anecdotal and just based on like my experiences, and like me luckily having like a pretty large sample size to kind of figure this stuff out. But like I've noticed that anytime I like retweet something, it tends to do better than if I quote retweet it. So that's why I usually just do retweets rather than quoting. And then I reply, and I think replying helps more than quote retweeting a lot of the time, again, unless it's like a actual like engagement bait sort of rage inducing tweet. Like those are the quote retweets that actually get like a lot of attention.
So what you're saying is we need to have somebody be like, pretty please is woke.
Yeah,
Pretty Tones
exactly.
is woke.
Right.
Social Marxist propaganda. There's too many black people.
Right.
And use the hashtags while you're at it.
Yeah. Just really get them in there. But yeah, that's like something I've noticed that like again feels weird that it doesn't work that well. Like I try to boost people just by retweeting rather than quote retweeting, because like I think the thing is also like unfortunately, like just looking at like user what do you call it? User habits, I guess. Like a lot of people will just kind of see it, but then not necessarily engage with the actual post itself.
That is true.
Like
Yeah.
they'll just engage with like my post, and like I'm getting the engagement. Then it's not actually helping the other person that I'm quote retweeting a lot of the time. And I think that's why it works when it's rage baiting, because then if you see like a rage baiting tweet and then look at the quote tweet and it's something you like you then you go to the post that it's like, oh, I want to make sure this person, like I want to support this person, or like make sure they don't get ratioed or whatever, or like vice versa. It's usually stuff that's like very like opposing views is usually what gets people clicking. But like otherwise, if I'm just like, oh my god, check out this pilot, like nobody like actually goes and looks at it, unfortunately. Like people just kind of like my tweet, which doesn't really do anything, you know? Like
Right.
the idea is that like I want to be directly supporting the actual tweet itself and the actual like user and the person. So putting that on my page, I feel like is more effective than quote retweeting. So like that's just something I noticed. I don't know if it's like, maybe it's like an art Twitter specific thing and just like the kind of users that are on art Twitter. I usually find that to be the case. And it also like generally like it doesn't help your own work either, because like there have been times where like I try to like make a follow-up post, like I'll do like a drawing and then like as a follow-up, like, oh, like I want to make sure these tweets stay together, so I'm like, oh, I'll quote retweet it with like the second part of this, and it never does as well as like if I just posted it separately and then link the other one in the replies, like quote the original in the replies to be like, oh, this is part one. Like that works better than just like quote retweeting your own post, which again, really dumb, but like it hurts it so much. Like it does so much worse if you do it that way. It's really annoying, but
So is it like better to just make like a thread rather than do a retweet of like
not a thread.
Geez.
It's better to like, so if I had like a comic that I did like 4 panels, it's just like one post. I post that, it does well, and I'm like, oh, I want to make like a little follow-up drawing. Like you can put it in the replies. It depends on like what the, like, I guess what you want out of it. Like if you want to support the initial post more, then replying to it is better. I would say never quote it. And then the most optimal way is to just do the follow-up drawing on its own as its own post, and then in the replies quote the original one, to keep it all together. That's like, yeah, the most optimal way. I tend to just put it in replies because like I don't care. Like usually like if I do like a follow-up to a comic, it's usually like, oh, I want the people to read the original part of the comic, and like usually the bonus is just like a stupid doodle or whatever that I don't care as much about. So I'm like, oh, I'll just put it in the replies. But like if you want more engagement, the best way is to just do 2 separate posts, and then if you care about keeping it together, just link the other one in the replies of the new one. It's very weird, and like I don't know why quotes don't work that well. I don't know like what reason.
Generally,
Twitter has to make.
I think
quotes
I'm
not work.
seeing that when third parties, when other people quote content that gets boosted, you quoting your own content doesn't really work.
Yeah, I mean, like I
wonder if it's like the algorithm thinking like, oh, you're not like more engagement. It's just like you, the poster, so it's not gonna push.
I think so.
That's probably a good way to look at it. So is it better to just have one post comics, not a thread? If you can. That's why like generally when I make comics, I do try to make them specifically for panels, or 8, just so it like all fits in one tweet. Because like the longer the thread goes, usually the less Twitter is like inclined to help it. Like I try to keep like all my comics within 12 on Twitter, just because, like, here's the other thing, like, if you make a thread, as soon as you pass 3 posts, like, if you make a 4th one, you're then hiding the 2nd post.
Yeah,
and, like,
'cause
that
it's,
one
like,
usually just goes, like, completely under the
collapse
radar, and people
it.
don't actually look at it or engage with it. Like, they're just looking at the ones that they can actually see.
Yeah.
So I never make threads over 3 tweets if I can help it. And if I do, I make sure I spread it out so that, like, oh, I make sure everybody sees the first one. Okay, I make sure everybody sees the second one and the third one. And then after that, I'm like, okay, if I want to add a 4th one, I'm going to wait till everybody sees this whole thread as is, and then catch everybody after. So it's, like, really important to kind of, like, I found it's very important and helpful to, like, time it so that you, like, aren't suppressing your own, like, fighting yourself, basically.
Right.
Yeah, it's really annoying. But I think that's, like, mostly Twitter.
Yeah.
I would also say, like, specifically, like, this is, like, more geared towards you, Bree, with having a account for, like, specifically for 3 tomes, which I think is a good idea. I think it always helps. Like, it's really nice to be able to have everything in, like, one place. I would just make sure to try, like, I guess be more, like, personable and not, like, try to mimic, like, how brands, like, tweet, I guess, or, like, how a company would tweet. Like, companies will always get boosted because, like, they have, like, the yellow check mark or whatever, so they get to do whatever they want, and they usually get the engagement. They're, like, paying for it or whatever. But, like, as, like, an independent creator, I think, like, what most people are looking for, like, audience wise, is, like, somebody they can connect to. Because, like, for me personally, like, when I see, like, somebody's not, like, corporate, but, like, their series Twitter, I'm like, oh, I'd rather just talk to the artist, you know. Like, if I reply to this, like, studio tweet, like, it's gonna be, like, someone that I don't really know. Like, who do I know who I'm talking to? Like, I personally don't see the point in, like, replying to something like that, and that's, like, engagement you're losing, versus like, oh, like, I can talk to, like, the artist, and, like, oh, there's, like, a chance that, like, they're gonna read my tweet, you know. So it, like, encourages people more to be like, oh, I'm talking to, like, an actual person, which is I think really helpful to keep in mind when you have like an account that is specifically for a show or for a studio. Just because, like, I personally, like, whenever I see, like, a tweet from, I don't know, like, Burger King or whatever, it's like, I'm not gonna talk to Burger King, but, like, if I know, like, an employee there or, like, the CEO, it's like, okay, well, at least, like, I know that's, like, a guy. Like, if I'm gonna tweet at them, like, I want to tweet at the guy and, like, know that I'm talking to, like, a person, you know, or, like, the actual artist. It's, like, I've debated, like, myself, like, whether I wanted to, like, make a, like, separate Twitter for Magical Girl, but, like, I do think it just creates, like, a extra, like, barrier, like, which may be what you want. Like, if you do want that, like, separation a little bit, then by all means do it like that. But, like, if you are trying to get people to, like, engage with your work and you as, like, an artist, I feel like it's nice to have, like, make it feel very personable. Like, if it is, like, an account, like, it's okay to, like, talk like a person still, rather than, like, treating it, like, super official, or treating it like a Cartoon Network, like, corporate speak sort of, like, tweet, you know.
Yeah, I think I've done a good job, at least, with making it a little bit more, like, silly, and not fully like, hello, this is the 3 tomes,
right?
and I'm buttoned up, and I don't know, do you like vampires?
Right. Yeah. No, it's definitely, like, way more fun than, like, I don't know, other like, yeah, any like corporate brand, but it is like the kind of thing where if people know that like you as yourself, like the creator, are online, they're probably gonna just go to you rather than the actual page, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like it's
For
good for
me,
like organizing for sure, though, if that's the goal.
yeah, and like for me, I think just because like I kind of enjoy having a bit of that. My voice sounds terrible. I'm so guys,
No, you're
I'm
fine. You're
so
fine.
self-conscious.
Yeah.
Ah. I'm a little like I guess just because I'm a little bit older and having a family and I'd like to have that like separation of like my
Yeah.
personal Twitter where I can like I don't know be a little more shit posty.
Yeah. No, totally.
And then my project Twitter where I can be I guess shit posty specifically for that thing,
Yeah.
you know.
No, totally. That's super fair. It is like I said, it is genuinely like what you want it to be, and like yeah, you should use your social media however you want. Like if you want to create that distance and like that's doing that for you, then do it. You know what I mean? But if we're talking like solely about engagement,
Yeah.
that would be my leanings, I guess. I think that's what like part of what has helped like Magical Girl do well is that like whether I like it or not, I am very like accessible to people and like whenever like I post Magical Girl stuff, it's like from me, like it's coming straight from me and people feel like they can talk to me about it rather than like feeling maybe like they're talking to like a void or like oh I don't know who's actually running this like Magical Girl account, like is it Kiana, is it like someone she hired, is it like a manager, like I don't know who I'm actually talking to, versus like
Right.
oh like I want to comment, maybe Kiana will see this, maybe she'll reply, like or just like that kind of thing, like it encourages people more I guess to talk, like I like for example like if like I know there's like the Disney TVA channels and like and then all the creators for it, like so few people like actually comment on the DTVA thing versus like if Dana posts and people are like oh my god Dana, like oh my god I hope Dana notices me, like I want to talk to Dana, so they like reply to her, and like of course every comment that you get, every like reply, every like is gonna just like boost your stuff, which is why like yeah, Dana's posts do so well. It's like why my posts do well, because like a lot of people are commenting and like which is very kind, and it's like really nice to see people engaging with my work that way.
Right.
But it is also it is helping engagement because
Right.
it's just like the sheer amount of comments will like boost a post, or like just people engaging, like any kind of engagement is going to boost it. So that's kind of like, I think for indie animation, at least, like you do have to kind of be somewhat accessible and like, which is, I know, I also don't love it all the time. I'm personally like very scared if I like this project does blow up more. I'm like, oh, I don't want to be super accessible, but also it is like when you are independent, it's in the name, right? It's like it's kind of all you have. If you don't have like a big corporation like pushing marketing for you, it is like you have to rely on that like one-on-one personal like interaction.
Yeah. I think that's definitely something that I'm realizing that because like you said, like the personal posts like from your account that they like do well, and like I've noticed that whenever I retweet when I retweet like on my Brie Animator, my personal Twitter, sometimes that shit like does better than just me posting on 3 tones, right?
Yeah.
So like, and I don't know, like it is a little scary, like you said, being that accessible, and like again for me because like I have a family, and I already have like kind of like, this sounds very arrogant. I'm not trying to sound arrogant,
No.
but like I have like micro niche celebrity status already because of Black Animated.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
and that also I kind of had to make sure that like I was not super accessible, because it's
Mhm.
like, you know, you gotta like take a step back a little bit. Like
Yeah.
I'm personable, people, like I'm approachable, I'm not intimidating, but like the accessibility part is just a little freaky. But I
Yeah,
guess
no,
like
it's
you're
super.
right, like, you know, we're independent creators.
Yeah, no, it's super scary.
Kinda
That
all we
is like
got.
the. Yeah. That is like the weird trade off of like, yeah, like that is where you like have to decide like what's important to you at like what time. And like I think like what
Right.
you're doing is great. Like you should keep your family life private if like that's something you don't like want out there, and like
Yeah. I
respect
mean,
your
that's why
own
I have that's why I
boundaries.
have 3 Instagram accounts. Like
Yeah.
I have a locked personal one that
Mm-hmm.
people do try to add me, and I specifically have in my bio like, hey, my art account
Yeah.
is over here. Please stop trying to follow this one.
Yeah. No, I mean same here. I also have my personal private accounts that are just like for friends. Why?
You forget to use that
I forget to
one.
use it, but like I have it.
Yeah.
I have it. But it is like, yeah, it's like it's a balancing act of like, oh, how separated from this do I want to be, but also how accessible can I be for people
Right.
to like engage with my work in like a
Right.
meaningful
It's a
way.
balancing act. It's a balancing
Yeah.
act for sure.
So I would say like, yeah, what you're doing is great, and like if there is ever a point where like you feel more comfortable with like, okay, like I like am in an okay place in my life where I'm like ready to take on people online like talking to me, like then maybe becoming like opening your accounts up a little bit more.
Hmm.
But that's, yeah, completely up to you. And like, yeah, I wouldn't like compromise your boundaries like for that. Yeah, it just depends on like where your priorities lie and like what you feel is right for the time. Like for me, I think I've closed off a little bit. Like I used to show my whole ass on the internet straight up. Like
Yeah, you can't be
nothing.
doing that.
Yeah,
No more.
nothing
You can't
was
be doing that no more.
yeah, nothing was sacred. And like honestly, like even now, nothing's really sacred. I'm an open book for the most part, and like I think that is part of why, like yeah, my stuff does as well as it does. It is because like I am very accessible, but it does like there are moments where like, oh, I get like a freak or like a creepy person just like in my DMs.
It's a little
and
parasocial occasionally.
it gets
yeah.
really parasocial, and like I have to just like accept that, like that's just part of it. And like for me,
Yeah.
I am like at this point in my life willing to compromise with that. Like, okay, I am getting weirdos, but like my work is getting to who I want it to get to at this point, and I'd
Mhm.
rather that right now. And like I can personally handle the weirdos, and like I know like, oh, I could just block them, or like if I get too uncomfortable, and like have boundaries that way.
Right.
But yeah, some people just don't want to deal with that, and that's totally fine too.
Yeah.
So it is like very up to you, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I've already gotten some people who are a little a little interesting.
yeah,
A little interesting.
right.
Eh, Especially like sending me emails like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I saw the 3 tomes pilot. Let me tell you some stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
No, I've gotten
Right.
I've gotten a million of those. And yeah, it's just kind of the thing where you're like, okay, first of all, where did you find my email? Like, where did you get my
Right.
phone number? Like, it's,
You get texts?
yeah. I get
You get
called.
text? What the hell,
I
dude?
know. I don't know where the hell people are finding my number, but
Are they going
there was like
to
a
your
week where
portfolio?
somebody kept calling me, and I had to like really block them.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I know. So like again, probably for the best that like you're not super accessible, but like, you know, that's just, it is like it is the trade-off, unfortunately.
Ah, man. See, this is the type of shit that makes me scared to be like a showrunner. Like if we were to, you know, go into uh like in a corporate, like I don't know, like studio sense. Because like
Yeah.
I can't even imagine like some of the stuff that like it's so scary.
No, yeah, I mean, I'm super scared too. Of just like, I don't
I'll
know.
protect you,
Oh,
baby.
thank you, my big strong girlfriend. But yeah, no, it is scary, and I do think it's like really important to protect yourself. But yeah, I do think like what you're doing is like really smart and like yeah, really helpful and very mindful of like your family and your personal life. Luckily, I'm like again, I'm willing to deal with it, and like I put up with
Jeez
it. I
Louise.
just use the block button as needed, and um, block out like whatever hate, like weird messages I get. And that's
Yeah.
that. But it does like wear on you after a while. But you just gotta keep on keeping on, and just like remember like, oh, this is like for art and like for like something. It's for something I'm passionate about and something that I love, and like I love that
Yeah.
other people love it, and I want people who have not seen it yet to be able to see it if it's yeah, something that they want to see.
Yeah. I definitely feel that.
Mhm.
Because it really is like a tough thing because I have a family that I'm like gotta find that balance of like
Yes.
I want to keep making the thing, but I also need to make sure that I keep my family safe and like
Yes.
myself safe as well.
No, that should be the priority
And
always.
yeah, it's very tough, but like I don't know. There's still that like creative itch of just I just really want to keep making the 3 tomes. Like working
Yeah.
on the pilot was just so phenomenal and so fun. And I already told you like at Lightbox, like again, like I'm just super grateful for like your like emotional support.
Oh
Like
my
I
god, yeah.
valued like I valued the talks that we had, dude. Like it really meant a
Yeah.
lot.
No, of course. Like again, I'm super just like excited for people to be making their stuff, like making their passion projects and like yeah, not waiting on like corporations to get it made, like truly just yeah, doing it and doing it with their friends and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, getting their stories out there. Like that's the main thing. It is yeah. This like I mean this is what this is for also. Just like how to help like helping people like understand how to use their platforms to like the best of their ability. And yeah, getting their work out there as much as you can. Yeah, hopefully the Twitter tips helped. I think like I'm trying to think if there's
Yeah.
anything for like Instagram. I guess like it's kind
Instagram, it
of
just seems like it's just reels. Like you just got to keep posting reels. That's what
yeah,
at least
Reels is
that's the
kind of the
vibe. That's the vibe that I'm getting.
yeah. No, Reels is the way. I never make them, but like it is it super helps. I'm trying to think if there's like any little tricks though.
For
Like
Instagram?
Also,
oh, go ahead.
also, I just wanted to say too that like, part of like what you mentioned about sort of like, sort of, kind of blocking out the weirdos and just like focusing on like the people that enjoy the thing that you like and that you make.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something because like I because I'm like still new to this particular part of it, like it's and I'm a very like sensitive and emotional person.
No,
I am
yeah.
a Cancer, but you know
Me
this already.
too.
Um, like I cry all the time about.
Yep.
Uh,
Same.
it it's hard and like yeah, I don't know, like not getting caught up in like analytics and like all that stuff too. Like I I may have spiraled a little bit looking at analytic data, being like, wait, what? I'm so
Yeah.
confused.
No, it's like it's a lot to take in. Like I think it can become like scary in that way. But I think it's just a matter of how to you look at it, like for me, I was also like, oh my god, why is this like not getting as much like engagement anymore, like what am I doing wrong? But instead of looking at it like that, I like kind of switched my brain to be like, okay, this is a tool, like what can I learn from this, versus yeah, like letting myself spiral about it. Just kind of being like, okay, like this is like my logical math brain, like this is where that kicks in. But like
Mhm.
I mean that's how I got kind of like into like social media and like how to use it, was just like looking at that like so obsessively, which was probably bad for me, and like that's why I like don't do it like as much anymore. But like it did like help me learn like be able to pick up on the differences and like find the patterns of like, oh, this post and this post are like almost the same exact thing, why did this one do better than this one? And using like the analytics as like a tool to kind of like look at the why that happened. And like that's usually how I would find out like, oh, these hashtags like are not working, or like, oh, when I quote retweet, like this isn't working either. And looking at it from like a very objective point of view, rather than a reflection on like your work, I think helps a lot. Like truly just separating yourself from the numbers and just looking at it as a way to help rather than like as a personal like, oh, I'm attaching this number to myself and this is like my self-worth,
Value,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, attaching it to your
Right.
value. But yeah, it is like, I mean, it's like social media low-key makes like the world go round nowadays, so it's very easy to feel
Yeah.
that way. But yeah, like I said, I think switching your brain to make it feel like, okay, like like looking at social media as more of like a tool than anything, I think, rather than your self-worth has been like, that was very key for me, for like my mental health, and also just for like, oh yeah, improving like how I use social media as well.
Right.
So
How about Tumblr though? Because I think that's where I'm struggling the most, like trying to get attention from the Tumblr girlies.
yeah.
Cause like I don't know. I was on Tumblr pretty religiously from in college, from like 2012 to like 2016, 15. Because I was obsessed with role playing. I know.
Yeah.
I role played in the Final Fantasy fandom.
Hell
I role played as Titus. I'm not gonna tell you my URL.
yeah.
It's still up, but I'm not telling you guys what it is. And when I came back to Tumblr to try to post art and stuff, I'm just like, what the fuck happened? I don't know how this works anymore.
No, it's like, it's definitely changed. Like, I haven't picked up on it as much, but like, I'm trying to think if there's any specific things. I think with Tumblr, it is definitely consistency. It is one of the few places that does do like chronological feeds still.
Okay.
So, as selfish as it sounds, like truly, if you like do post a lot though, or like posting regularly throughout the day, like that's why for Tumblr, like I've never found that like posting at a specific time really matters. It is just like it's straight up consistency. Like if you are posting like once at least like every hour of the day, like you're gonna show up for somebody, because it is like just chronological for the most part.
Okay.
And then strategically using your tags, because like I think it still does the thing where only the first 5 tags that you put shows up in the search, like the actual, like if you
Really?
search the hashtag, like only the first 5 will show. So using the most important ones first is
I
good,
didn't
or like the
know
most searchable ones. Like again, it depends on like how functional you want it to be. Like for me nowadays, I mostly use my tags just like for myself, to like when I look at my blog, like, oh, I want to find a drawing with like Ica in it, like Ica hashtag okay. But like the Ica hashtag doesn't really mean anything to anybody else. Like nobody's really just going through the Ica hashtag. So if I was trying to get it out there, that wouldn't be a tag I would put up front. Like it would be one that I put after. Like the main thing for me is like the title of the show, I guess. Like for me, like I don't know, Magical Girl. And then depending on like I guess what it is, like again, it's getting into the head of like people who are searching. Like, is somebody just gonna straight up search like the 3 tomes, or like are they gonna search up like vampire? Are they gonna search up like character design? You know, like
Right.
how is somebody who doesn't know what the 3 tomes is gonna find your work? So putting
Right.
in like on Tumblr, like this is again very specifically for Tumblr because tags don't work anywhere else. Like putting in tags that like people are actually actively searching first will be more effective for that. Like artists on Tumblr, which is a big tag, so it's like hard to get your stuff in there, but I think it's worth throwing it in there. And yeah, more of like the genre, I guess. Like if people are trying to find that specifically, I think that
Yeah.
helps. Like with Tumblr, at least. Like again, like
Right.
Instagram, do not tag. Twitter, do not tag. Like it straight up does not work. With Twitter and Instagram, it is more about catering to the algorithm and like the time, and like I don't know, tags don't really help. Like I mean, like I said, on Twitter it suppresses usually, but on Instagram I think like some of them work, but again, like I haven't found that they actually helped. I don't think it will suppress you for doing it, but like if you are doing like a lot, like I know a lot of people like hide like a paragraph of hashtags under their posts, and like that usually is bot behavior, and that will usually get you suppressed if you're putting like a ton of hashtags in there. So like I would limit to like 3 like at most.
On Tumblr, really?
Or no on Instagram, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on Tumblr, honestly, the more tags, the better.
Yeah, like, because I was pretty sure, at least I remembered that Tumblr was just like, yeah, throw whatever the fuck you want in there. And I was like, okay, I'll put magical girl, I'll put witch, I'll
Yeah.
put witch OC, vampire OC, monster boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the tags, I just throw in like genre related shit to try to get like, I don't know, like all the YA girlies that like
Right.
stuff like that.
No, I think that's good. It is just, yeah, again, usually only the first 5. So, like, make sure you're ordering them in the ones that you feel like will catch most people, or like the one that people will mostly be clicking on.
Okay.
Put those, like, as the first 5. And then after that, you can put whatever you want. And that's more, like, the tags after that are usually more for organizational purposes, like for your own
Yeah.
blog.
Oh my
But-
God, is that Lykyra, the voice of Tammy from the 3
Lykyra!
tomes in the chat?
Hello. The Kyra of indie fame. Amazing.
Lykyra, the indie queen in almost
Yeah.
everything.
No, truly. God damn. Booked and busy. We love to see it.
Also forgot to say it earlier, but hi Cheyenne, I saw you in the chat. Hello.
Oh, yes, yeah. I'm glad she's here. I was like, because I know she was one of the people that replied. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Like, what other social media is there?
I don't know. Like the main ones I post to really are just Tumblr, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram.
Yeah.
And I started doing like the YouTube Shorts thing because I guess like that's a big deal. And
Yeah.
I don't know, like the shorts are getting views, I guess. I mean, I'm still figuring that stuff out.
Yeah, I'm also still kind of figuring out shorts. I don't do enough video content to really know how it works. But like I do
You
know
could just
for
take
like
clips of the. You could just take clips of the pilot and like put it in there because that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, no, I think that's smart. I do think like one trick that I don't know if you've done this already. I can't remember because like I know you do post clips, but like my brother told me to do this, which I didn't do. But I have seen it be very successful for other people, is to do like if you have like that 10-minute pilot, break it up into 10 parts like on TikTok and like label it like part 1, part 2, or like
Interesting.
like I mean like Twitter is such, or not Twitter, but like I mean Twitter
TikTok.
kind of, but TikTok is like a very like you have to
Bite-sized,
be
yeah.
very manipulative on there,
my
or
God.
like very like
It's so back to when I watched like Naruto subbed on YouTube.
Yeah, no, that's
in, like,
exactly
Right.
13 parts, and part 7's always missing.
yeah, no, that's exactly it though. Like if you can like that's what people do though. Like they post stuff where it's like purposefully cut off. Like even though you can post 10 minutes on TikTok, they make it so that like, oh, it's only 1 minute, you end it on a cliffhanger and be like for part 2, and like people will do it because they want to watch the rest of it, and like will take like once they're invested, like they're not gonna want to go to YouTube to watch it. Like if you can get them there and like keep them watching it there, like that's like if you're trying to make money on TikTok, like that's how you make bank. Truly. But I think doing it in parts and then splitting it up, like when you post it, like, oh, part 1, like for the rest of it, like or you could just go watch it on YouTube right now. Like pick your poison.
Right. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, no, that's how people like get a ton of engagement on TikTok. My brother told me to do that, and like I did like notice that like I did post like the first minute, I think, of Magical Girl on TikTok, and people are like, "Where's part 2?" And I'm like, "Just go watch the video." But
Just
like
go
a
to
lot of
YouTube.
people,
They want to stay on the platform.
they want to
so
stay
bad.
Like I think that's also the main thing. You have to like low key. You have to cater to like the lowest common denominator. Like you have to
that's
cater
so
to like the
frustrating.
laziest person. Like imagine like
laziest guy you know.
exactly, like if you can get them, you're gonna get anybody, or you're gonna get everybody, right? Because it's like the person, like if you're catering to like them and making sure like it's very easy for them to find what they're looking for, like it makes everybody else's life easier. I mean, that's like I forget where I talked about this. I think I just made a Tumblr post about it, but like organization is like such a big and like underrated thing. Like making things super easy. Like, can I look up like the 3 tomes bios, and like the bios will actually pop up, kind of thing. And like making sure like your stuff is very easily searchable. Like if somebody's looking for info on a character, like can they immediately find the character, whether it's on Tumblr, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on Instagram. Which is like why like having the specific character tags is helpful, or like using keywords in like in your actual posts. Like that's the thing too with Tumblr and Twitter. I don't know if it's true for Instagram. I don't think it is.
For what on Instagram?
When you're
'Cause if
searching
you go-
like
I don't have character tags, but I don't know if you saw there was somebody that did crossover fan art of Pretty Please and the 3 tomes.
I did see that one. Yeah.
It was very cute.
It's
Yeah,
so
that
cute.
was very like
Yeah,
one part.
I think I
was
reblogged
it's
it,
so
like-
fucking cute.
Yeah. I think I
but
reblogged
that
it like yesterday or
person-
something.
Yeah, I think that person did have character tags, and I looked at it and I was like, could I be doing that?
Yeah, no, it's super helpful. Like even if it's just for like within your own blog. That's why like I have a master post pinned on my page where it's like this is everything about the characters. Like the pilot up top, this is the first thing you see, but if you go under, it's like the bios are here, the character sheets are here, the turnarounds are here, everything is here. Like just making it like as easy as possible for people to find stuff, because like people are lazy a lot of the time, and like if they see something cool, they're like, oh cool, and like if you don't get them invested right away, they're just gonna scroll. So like getting it so that like, oh, if it's all in one place and they can see, like just they're one click away from like, oh, this is exactly who Aika is, like, oh, this is where all the comics are, like, oh no, the comics make sense, like then you're just like invested in like Like, it's like basically you're trying to trap them in like a rabbit hole is the thing.
Right.
Um,
I think that person that did that fan art like did kind of get trapped in a rabbit hole because I do just have 3 tomes tagged on my Tumblr,
yeah.
and I kept seeing a bunch of notifications of likes of art that I posted like
Oh yeah.
months ago, and I was like, oh, they're just going through everything. Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean that's exactly what you gotta do. Cause like I mean that happens to me too. Like whenever I find like I notice like a comic comes across my feed, and like usually if it's just like a comic, I'm like, oh, okay, cool art, love that, and like I just scroll on my feed. But like if I see that somebody has linked like, oh, here's the previous page, or here's like the rest of like the comic that I've been posting here, I'm like, oh well, it's right here. I'm gonna press it. Like I want to know what's up, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I read the whole thing. That's what you want to do with your audience, wherever you can, and a lot of that is like the making it very organized and easy to find everything, so that people, yeah, just kind of keep looking and stay like on your page as long as you can. That's the idea. So any way you can do that, I think, is really helpful, and I think Tumblr is the best place for that because it is one of the few places with like a functioning tag system. Because like I don't know about you, like, but I don't know if you've ever searched on Twitter, but it sucks. But also it is like you don't.
So bad.
That's also why tags don't really matter, because like you can just search. Like if you type 3 tomes, like anything with the words 3 tomes in it is gonna pop up.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you have the tag or not.
That's what I noticed. I was like, what the fuck is this extra shit in here?
Yeah. So it's like, that's when I kind of personally found like, oh, I'm just not gonna use tags then. Like if somebody's gonna look it up, like they're gonna find it anyway, like as long as it's in the page. So I'm not gonna use a tag that's gonna like suppress like the actual tweet. It is more for like, tags on Twitter I think are more for cultivating either like a fandom, like for people like I mentioned before, like I don't use the I don't want to be a magical girl tag, but like I encourage like other people to, because then like I can go see it, which is
Right.
usually, which I mean tends to be the goal if somebody's doing fan art for you, like they want you to see it,
Right.
and like hopefully like I make it worth it for them, because then like if I retweet it, it helps boost them, and yeah, I don't know, I just found that better than using tags on Twitter, at least, because yeah, again, it suppresses it like thinks it's a like bot behavior if you do too many, and yeah, I think the same with Instagram, like tags don't super work that well, and there's no way I don't think you can sort on Twitter by like most recent. Like that's the nice thing about Twitter, at least. Like they have like a like, oh, recently talked about. Whereas like I think on Instagram, like if you search a tag, it just gives you the top ones.
Let me see. I go on Twitter right now. If I go to the 3 tomes hashtag. Oh, you can do latest. Yeah.
Yeah, for Twitter you can. I don't know if you can for Instagram though. Which is
Oh yeah,
weird.
like if I go on latest on Twitter, I see somebody. It's cute. Somebody literally made like a post with our stuff in it and a pearls thing. This is cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
so
it's not. Yeah, it's not organized.
exactly.
Yeah.
Which is like
It seems like it's not quite organized.
yeah, not on Instagram. On Twitter, it's pretty reliable. But yeah, like that's the kind of thing like that is helpful to know, because then when you're doing that, it's like, oh, then what's the point of using the tags on Instagram? 'Cause, yeah, it truly doesn't help, especially now when like with how the algorithm, like before it used to be like, oh, it's so you can like find people who are doing like stuff like you, or like it's how you found communities. But now that there is an algorithm, like they're already like they force you together anyway, so it just doesn't matter.
There's one very, very narrow instance where tags really work for categorizing things on Instagram, is when I follow these K-pop fashion accounts
Mm.
and they have like 300 posts, and you can sort through, you can figure out like what member, like what idol, because if they post like, oh, like everything that BTS wears ever, and then BTS has what, like 7 members, then you can like
Right.
go into the tags and sort through everything that account has posted of the one member.
Oh, you can?
Yeah,
Oh,
Wait, how do you
whoa.
do that?
because they'll do a specific tag just for their like.
Oh, for their okay.
Yeah.
I see.
They'll do like hashtag like their username and then like a specific character.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's good for Tumblr for sure.
Mm.
I don't know if that's. I think this is only effective if you have like a massive existing following, and if you like for very specific stuff like this.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't even work well anymore.
Yeah. It's just the fucking meta
just,
AI.
They just destroyed the feature, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so never mind. Don't tag anything
Yeah.
on Instagram. It's not worth it.
It feels like a lot of this stuff in general, like it just is sometimes it's a little hard to parse out just because the algorithms do keep changing. Like
it changes
how TikTok,
so frequently.
you know, you can't do more than 5 hashtags anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And even on
Which
TikTok, I'm like, I don't think hashtags really do much anyway, unless it's for like a specific trend. It doesn't really
okay,
do
so I'm
anything.
not crazy because
Yeah.
like I use hashtags on TikTok, but I'm like if I go to that hashtag, I don't see really. I only see like the thing that has like the most views, and
Yeah.
it could be something from like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Luckily, like I mean, to give TikTok credit, it does have like a sorting feature. Like you can sort by like
True.
most recent at least.
But do people do that? That is the question. Like how
Not
often
really.
do people
Like I
sort
like
it?
yeah, I do to like find if there's new like magical girl stuff that people are posting, which they do. But like again, people usually like when they go on TikTok, you're usually just scrolling. That's usually what I do. Like I don't really check like the actual tag, unless it's like I get reminded of it. I'm like, oh yeah, I should check if people have been posting anything here. And then I'll just like go on like a repost spree. But then, yeah, most of the time I'm on TikTok. I'm just scrolling for like 3 hours. But I think like playlists are really helpful on TikTok. Yeah, don't tag too much. It's not worth it. Yeah, just using any of the features.
You said playlists are helpful. Okay. I hadn't thought about doing that.
No, the playlists are genuinely like really nice because like that's again like the thing of like keeping it organized and like it's very like easy to go through. Like whenever like again, a lot of this is looking inward at like your own scrolling habits, and it's like, oh, would I actually do this? Is this something I would actually check? Like, oh, if I was scrolling, if I saw this, would I check this? Like, that's a lot of social media, I feel like, is that critical thinking of like, oh, would the average person do this? Like, what kind of person would or would not like try to look for this? I think that's all really helpful. I mean, most people don't really think that when they're on social media, to be fair. It's a very brain turn off kind of thing, I think.
Right.
But you can look at it in like a very critical way if you're trying to help your like boost your own stuff. But yeah, I think playlists are super helpful. Like whenever I see like a stupid skit on TikTok, I'll often go to like that person's page. I'm like, oh, they have a whole playlist for this. Like it's a whole series. Like there's lore, and then I find myself watching like their whole playlist of it. So like that's the same thing. Like, and for me, like I have my magical girl playlist where it's like, oh, bios first, like the cast, like the pilot, like first minute of the pilot, and then the rest is like the miscellaneous art that I've done. Just so it's like, oh, people are getting what is the most important info first. Because like if you imagine just like coming across like a comic and it's like, I don't know these characters, what is like, why do I care?
Like, who are these people?
Yeah, like making the bios, I think, really easy to find. So people are like, okay, I know who these characters are now. now like the comics and like all the extra art is worth it to me to get invested in.
Right.
So it's just, yeah, thinking about that kind of stuff. And I think you do this already. Just bringing up YouTube. YouTube posts, so underrated. Oh my god.
Yeah, actually, so because I saw you doing it, so I've been doing that lately,
YouTube
and
posts go
it does
crazy.
it does get a lot of engagement. People like those things. I'm like, oh, okay, let me try this out.
Yeah, no, highly recommend YouTube posts. I didn't think they were a thing, but like, my god, engagement there goes crazy because it's like everybody has a Gmail account, everybody has a Google account. Like, if they're on
Mm.
YouTube, like watching the pilot, like they have a YouTube account. But I've found that it's been, yeah, really helpful to, like, because I mean, animation takes a long time. I'm not going to be able to post like videos super frequently as like a
Yeah.
like animator, so it's like, oh, how do I keep my YouTube audience in the loop? And like, I didn't even know posts were a thing on there, and I was like, oh, maybe I should like post here. And then, yeah, as soon as I did, I was like, oh my god, everybody's here. Like, if you like think about it, like YouTube is genuinely like where I get the most engagement out of anything. Like this doodle, it's like 76,000 likes,
76,000.
600 comments. That's crazy. You don't get that like anywhere. So like, I think it's like super worth, and it's like consistent too, which is like the crazy thing. I was really surprised by it. Yeah, massively recommend. Like, if you are like an indie creator doing stuff for YouTube, using YouTube posts is like so helpful. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
I'm trying to think if I have any other questions, because I think I'm set. I mean, other stuff that I would want to talk to you about would be offline, but
yeah, no, and yeah, anytime. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
Any tips? Went through all the platforms, right?
Yeah.
Blue Sky.
I haven't been on Blue Sky enough to really know what
Oh,
the deal
yeah.
is there.
Blue Sky, what I have found on Blue Sky, I don't think hashtags fully matter on Blue Sky.
Yeah.
They just seem to matter for like organizational purposes.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't found like if there's like any suppression if you do too many, but
Yeah.
I have found that like reblogs, retweets, I'm not calling them skeets. I refuse.
Yeah.
I don't know why people were doing that.
I
White
hate
people,
that.
I do not think you understand what that means.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. But the reposts on Blue Sky, I've noticed that like engagement continues to just sort of always go up, no matter how many times like you repost something on.
Mm-hmm. It seems very consistent, and that's like really helpful. Like, I think it's similar to Tumblr in that way, where it is like still chronological, right? Like, it doesn't have an algorithm yet, or like there is an option for it, right?
It's
you
a
can
very gentle
do
nudge.
you can do chronological. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the default is chronological, so that's like that's where, yeah, that's like the reason retweeting like yourself actually helps, and like that's why it used to work on Twitter, but like now, because it's all algorithm based, it doesn't really do anything. Like retweeting yourself, at least. But yeah, on Blue Sky, definitely. Blue Sky and Twitter, or not Twitter, Tumblr. Blue Sky and Tumblr is like reblogging yourself is super helpful, and like genuinely helps. Whereas,
yeah, and someone just put it in the chat that like there are like specific like feeds that you can have.
Oh yeah.
Or that you can follow on there. So like that helps. And on Blue Sky, and also there is no link suppression on Blue Sky, so like you can just post a link. Yeah, you can just post a link like straight up in your post. You don't have to do like a secondary like, oh, follow here. Like,
yeah. No, that was really nice. Like, I should post there more. Every time I go on there, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm back, and then I like disappear for like 3 months. I'm like, I'm sorry.
it's a little boring, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's not as chaotic or uh not as like because Twitter was very much like the it was very much the I don't know, like the paperboy doing like extra extra, and everybody could like talk about shit.
Yeah.
Blue Sky, it doesn't feel like you can do that as
Right. It is like, at least in our circles, like it is just, like for straight up posting art. It feels like,
yeah,
which I think is good.
definitely.
Like it serves its purpose that way. But it is the kind of thing where you're not gonna get a whole lot of people, just because like a whole lot of people aren't there. Like everybody's still on Twitter because that's easiest.
Yeah.
Um,
Like a chunk of our colleagues have moved over, but there's still a lot of people still on Twitter.
yeah.
Um,
It's hard to let go of because like I mean that's where like a lot of people have their biggest followings and like for
right.
me like I have a lot of like foreign like mutuals that like really only have Twitter and like haven't gone over to Blue Sky. I'm like, oh, I don't want to lose touch with them. Like a lot of yeah, like Japanese mutuals
Mhm.
and stuff and like friends that do like Team Rocket stuff. I'm like, I can't leave them. Like those are my
Oh yeah.
buddies.
Stay for the
Um,
homies. Stay for the
yeah,
homies.
exactly. So yeah,
Uh,
it's like
strawberry
it's understandable.
Strawberry Descent says Strawberry Scented. I'm sorry, I can't say your name. I'm sorry.
Strawberry
You were
scented
asked.
scent.
You have a question about the three tomes.
Does it have
Does it have
Yuri?
Yuri? It it has Yuri and Yaoi
Let's
because
go.
and also has a bisexual rep because my characters are not straight, even though they are presenting in a heteronormative way. Because I am a bisexual adult who is non-binary that is in a heteronormative presenting relationship, and I think that is important to
Yeah.
showcase.
Everyone's
But
gay.
Yeah.
yeah, um, but yes, there is Yuri.
Hell yeah.
But the characters you'll see it later when I do more episodes.
Woohoo.
The characters that the characters are in the pilot, but you'll get the actual relationship start to. It's a slow burn. Like we got a slow burn.
Hell
We
yeah.
can't go fast. Just you gotta be patient.
For the buys.
Hmm.
Yay.
My brand. And everybody cheered in the chat.
And I've only got one white boy because why not?
Yeah.
Everybody else is a person of color in my show. Even though I got a comment, somebody asked me why are they all black, and I
Dog.
was like, huh? I was like, wait, what do you mean? Why are they all black? It was a very weird YouTube comment. Just like,
Yeah.
like why are they all black?
Wait,
I
have
did
you?
not reply to it. I did not reply to it.
Yeah. No, don't engage with those.
But
Wait,
I
have
looked at it and
you
I was just like,
just
clearly
baffled?
they may not have been paying attention because
Yeah.
there is one white boy.
Right.
But even if I didn't have the white boy there, maybe I just want them all to be people of color.
Yeah.
I want them all to be black and South Asian because I want to.
Yeah. Exactly. Wait, have you seen have you seen Detroiters before?
No, I have not. I know the name.
Yeah, it's the
Is
Tim
there something in there
Robinson.
about like why are you white?
No, it's the Tim Robinson, Sam Richardson show. I think it might be one of my favorite shows, comedies of all time. But like in their pilot episode, they're like, this is gonna be a long story just for like this one bit, but like their whole thing is that like they do commercials, like small town commercials,
Advertising.
Advertising.
They're an advertising firm, yeah.
And like one of the first like hijinks they get into is they're trying to talk to Chrysler, so like a big company, and like impress them, and like so they go in like to this like steak restaurant, and like, oh my god, you're here, like that's crazy, and then like he's with like all his like his entourage, and then they meet this lady like, oh, hi ma'am, it's like so nice to meet you, I've heard your name, and he's like you're just as beautiful as I thought, different color though. and then she's like,
God.
and then Tim Robinson's like, he imagines everybody as black, and then Sam Richardson's like, I suppose it's because I'm black. And it's like the funniest joke, like the delivery is so funny, and I think about that all the time. It's such a good show. Highly recommend. I think it's like two seasons.
Yeah.
Super easy watch. But yeah, as soon as like that joke popped up in the pilot, I was like, I'm in. It's so dumb. But yeah, that's like immediately what I thought of. I'm just like, yeah, in my head, all my characters are black. Like, and I suppose it's because I'm black. For me, it's like black and Asian.
Crazy. Also, somebody just said, I don't really like that we went back to calling anyone not white colored. I don't know who's doing
Who
that,
said
but
that?
but I ain't doing that.
What the hell?
Who the hell is saying colored?
What?
I don't know who you talking to, bro, but you
Yeah.
talking to somebody that ain't with it. Like, we don't. T'Challa voice, we do not do that here.
Yeah. Yo. Oh man.
Like, that's crazy work. It's crazy work.
Yeah, that was loud. Oh man.
We're regressing as a society. We truly are.
No, it's rough out there. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Like that's most of the social media stuff I've like gathered over the past 10 years. I don't think there's anything specific. I think we covered a lot of ground. Unless there's specific questions in the chat about social media. Yeah, hopefully this was somewhat like cohesive.
No, yeah, it was. It definitely was. If I have more questions, I'll just text you or give you a call.
Yeah,
or
no, let me know. Like,
find you at work.
yeah, no, anytime. I'm like,
Yeah.
I love this kind of stuff. Truly. I mean, that's why I've like stuck with social media this long, and like why I feel like I've been able to keep like my presence up despite the algorithm shifting and changing consistently. It is really just kind of being very observant and like unfortunately taking the time. Like I try to use it effectively in that way. Like if I'm doom scrolling, like I'm trying to get something else out of it as like while I'm like while I'm looking at like just a horrible tweet, I'm like, wow, why did this get so much engagement? And like, yeah, try to figure out like the why of why things are working. So just keeping that stuff in like the back of my head, I guess.
Right.
I think yeah, it's helpful to look at it that way. So it's like at least it's kind of productive if I'm just scrolling all the time. Like I'm learning. It's research. But yeah, this was good and hopefully helpful to everybody who is watching and hopeful to anybody watching the VOD. Like I said, it's a question I get a lot, and like I've done a panel about this like social media for Lightbox actually, like back in 2020.
Yeah, I think I remember. That was when it was online, right?
The like year that it was remote.
Yeah.
But yeah, I very much like, I don't know, everybody wants to get their work seen and out there, and it sucks that we have to fight an algorithm to do that, but I mean, that's the thing, unfortunately. Like, it's Twitter and like Instagram, they're not built for us. They're not built for artists. It is built for like the general public, and it's gonna cater to them no matter what. So it's like all you can do is like really use social media as a tool and like figure out ways to make it work to your advantage within its very limited confines. I don't know what I'm saying.
It's kind of within all the like just the rigidity of the platforms. Like,
Exactly.
they come with our
Right.
each of them come with their own rules. Each of them comes with its own black box algorithm.
Yes.
Like how you
Right.
can try and make it work around it.
Yeah.
Right. We gotta crack the code for each one, whichever one you've been
Exactly.
whichever one you're using.
Yeah. And it is, I guess like I think I touched on it a little bit, but like definitely make sure like when you're posting, like it's like posting is already like a lot of work, but like as much as you can, try not to just like copy and paste everything. Like be mindful of like the formatting and everything of like how you're posting on each platform, because like each platform responds differently to different things, and it's usually not enough to just do it like just copy and paste it everywhere. Whether it's like wording or like how you tag or like how you format like the photos and everything, like putting in the work to cater to each platform sucks, but it's effective. And yeah, that's just something I found kind of helpful. And yeah, I always hate to make people take like extra steps to do stuff, but it is kind of worth it, I will say.
Yeah. I guess that's just how it be, when you're trying to make your shit this way,
Yeah.
where we are our own, we are our biggest supporters, I guess.
Yeah.
We have people like obviously in our corner, but
Mm-hmm.
we're the main ones, getting our stuff out there to everybody.
Exactly. But yeah, no, this was really great. I'm glad we got to do this. It's always nice talking to you, Bree. Hopefully this was helpful for everybody in chat.
It's always nice talking to you too, Kiana.
Yeah.
You are a buddy. I appreciate you.
Thanks. I love being a buddy, and I love having buddies. Yeah,
I was gonna say friend, but then I'm like, I know she knows that she's my friend, but let me try and be silly.
Yeah.
Buddy.
I like buddies. Buddies is fun. I love buddies as a word. But yeah, this will be a VOD that I will keep up. So if anybody wants to kind of look back at this will be here. Hopefully it's helpful. I guess I can edit the description later, but I have like that big doc about like how to grow your following kind of initially in the first place that maybe I'll link in the description also.
Oh yeah, that might help folks out a lot. Definitely.
Yeah. I found that
And
to be helpful.
everybody should watch my pilot if you haven't.
Yeah. No, shout it out. Do you have the link still?
I have a prepared message.
Wow, you're like the
My
bot.
God, Millie.
Yeah.
What is it called in like Twitch? I guess it's
The Twitch bot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Everybody has like a different name for it, but you're like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's me. I'm just a robot.
Yeah. Oh, no. My girlfriend is AI. Confirmed.
Oh.
Oh no.
What's that movie? Her?
Oh yeah, her. Yeah.
God. But yeah, please watch.
If you all watch my pilot, I hope you like it. Millie just linked it in the chat.
Yes.
So
please
it's
watch
called The Three
it.
Tomes. If you like black magical girls that get witch powers and also deal with vampire love triangles and early 2000s millennial vibes, because I'm 32 and I just dumped a bunch of millennial stuff that I like in it. Maybe that might be your vibe.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah. I mean, are there any other pilots you can shout out? It's like so many people drop stuff.
Oh,
like
Skelly.
Skelly
Skelly dropped.
The Strawberry Vampire?
Yeah, Strawberry Vampire by Emily Brunage. So good. You guys should watch that one.
Strawberry.
Towards Galaxy's Edge
Toward-
released more
I was-
animatic.
I was just about to say, yeah, Towards Galaxy's End.
That's right.
They posted like a brief clip.
Yes. Is there any more? I feel like so many people drop stuff on like Halloween or like this
Yeah,
past
it was
month.
a big drop.
I think you said everything.
The Sun. If you guys are on Twitter, there's a Twitter account called the Sunflower Club.
Oh, I just saw that. It's really cute.
Yeah,
Their little
they
magazine.
posted. They did that like a little zine or magazine that highlighted pretty much everything that dropped this month and also last month too. So it's like a bunch of indie pilots or even like new episodes of indie stuff. So check that out.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. I feel like I do streams in rapid succession and then like disappear for like months and then randomly
You do many streams in a concentrated period of time.
Yeah. So I know getting spoiled this week with 2, but who knows when I'll stream again. Maybe you'll see me tomorrow, who knows. But thank you for showing up and hanging out. Have a good whatever time of day it is for you guys, and drink water. Stay healthy. Love you guys.
Yeah.
In a
Bye.